You're a beautiful boy, Kaiba. Yes, you're a beautiful boy. I'm gonna make sure that there's lots of room left on the phone for puggy content too. I'm only gonna shoot 2 more videos. And one of them's a jumpstart your day, so it doesn't take up much room. There'll be plenty of room for you for video content too. I know all the newer subscribers are tuning in because they love the puggy and they want to keep knowing how awesome you're doing. And I'm keeping them updated on you. I'm telling them how brave a boy you are. You've been taking your ear medication like a good boy. You are a very brave pug. Daddy proud of you. Yes, your daddy proud of you. Okay, I shoot this one more video. And if you want, we'll go back outside, okay? But we're not going for a WALK because it's too hot. I can't take you for that. It's too hot, honey. Try and take you for that maybe around 6 or 7. Maybe if I take you early enough, we can still get to the splash pad in time. But right now, it's like 34 degrees out. Canadian degrees, so Celsius. For all of you American friends, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think 100 for you guys is 37 for us, so it's pretty high up there. Definitely not safe for puggies. I know, baby. I shoot this one. Okay, fine. I shoot just this one, and then I give you the attention and love for the rest of the afternoon. I'll worry about deck building tomorrow. Sound good? Does that work for you? Can I get a little bit of yes or no? There's my baby. Good boy. Okay. Last one for today. Shooting it early again. I did mention that I'm shooting a bunch of these on Sunday, but you guys will get to see this on Thursday. And what do we do on Thursdays on this channel, like, for all my new subscribers who don't know? My old fans can help me shout this out. It's time for New Set versus Old Set. The new set took last round in a sort of semi kind of round. There were a couple pretty cool cards in there, some neat full art ones for sure, but otherwise nothing that like jumped out and said, hey, this is worth a crazy amount of money, or hey, this is the kind of thing that you better throw in a deck because it is insane not to include it. Since neither of those kinds of things popped out last time, maybe we'll get them this time. With the series tied 2-2 and 4 packs to go, there's still lots of action left in this round. Yeah. So, you may have noticed there was a weird little glitch there where there's like a giant cut in this video. And you may notice that despite my best efforts, some things are a little bit different. It's because I started the intro of this video 2 days ago. And right as I was about to get into introducing the cards, my father decided to come home. And he's been in quite a mood since he came home from his vacation. So I didn't want to risk trying to open 8 packs while he was here and make a bunch of noise. So we are here now, and we are going to film New Set versus Old Set. So I believe I was explaining this last time, but just in case, I will do a quick follow-up. Foundations won the last round. The series is tied 2-2. This is pack number 4 for each set. And we are halfway through the competition after this one. So, one of these packs will hopefully take an edge. Or maybe we'll get a tie and we'll go into round 5, 3-3. Who knows? It's been a crazy competition so far. I will be the first to say I thought Lord of the Rings would just walk away with this one, and I thought we would just get some really cool Universes Beyond cards and maybe some nice stuff from Foundations that I could add to a few Commander decks. But I was not expecting Foundations to put up the fight that it is. And I mean, maybe that's just me being naive because Foundations has won one of these and it's tied one of these already. This being the third time it's back in the competition because it is one of the more popular sets, first off. It's one of those ones that's going to be legal for a while, and it was just easier to get a hold of than some of the other stuff. So, without further ado, I'm going to crack the Magic Gathering Foundations first, and then I'm going to get into the Lord of the Rings. I apologize if there's a little bit of glistening off of my skin today. Just got back from walking Kaiba. We went over to that one park that he likes that has the splash pad with all the crazy designs on it. Ooh, food and treasure. That's a pretty good hit. Always good to have an extra one of those. So, yeah, with that said, he had a lot of fun, and I did do some recordings, so you guys will get another video later in the week, if it hasn't already come out. I'm trying to decide what order I want to do Kaiba videos. I don't want to overload you with too many, but at the same time, I do want to keep playing or pushing some Kaiba content because we seem to have a lot of new followers and they seem to be fans of Kaiba stuff. But of course, I don't want to turn down all my fans that are card players either, so let's get into this. Fleeting Flight. 1 white for an instant that gives you a +1/+1 counter on a creature and gives it flying until end of turn, and you prevent combat damage that would be dealt to it to this turn. That is an insane instant. That is a lot of value for 1 white, so that's definitely going to the top. Human Archer. When you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Decent. I have a few decks that... Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that to the top. That one Pain deck I built recently actually would do really well with that in it. Crypt Feaster. 3 and a black, 3/4, zombie, menace, and threshold. When this creature attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+0, becoming a 5/4. I mean, that's not bad. It's got decent stats for the value, but it's probably not as good as these two up top here for it. Any means? Land of War Elves, the classic tap 1 green, add green, all that good stuff. You know what, we'll put the Mana Dork up, why not? It's so versatile. Uncharted Voyage. 3 and a blue, target creature's owner puts it on their choice of top or bottom of the library, and you surveil 1. Costs way too much to play it, though, so I'm going to go no. Wary Thespian. 1 and a green for a 3/1. When this creature enters or dies, you surveil 1. You got too much of a low booty. I don't like that. We got another Heir Apparent! Nice! The more of these I pull, the more likely it is that my rabbit deck will come to fruition in the near future. I want to try and get my rabbit deck to have at least 10 of these in it. Would be nice. I think I have 4 right now, so I at least have a playset, I think. I could be wrong. I might only have 3 of them. But I do definitely have 2 so far plus this one. I'm absolutely sure I've pulled that twice before today. Midnight Snack is an excellent enchantment that I love. Costs 2 and a black to put into play. If, at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, you get to create a food token. And whenever you pay 2 and a black, you can sacrifice this and target opponent loses X life, where X is the amount of life you gained. An insanely fun black enchantment and awesome. Swiftfoot Boots! Oh, this pack is hot. Foundations is bringing the heat, guys. Midnight Snack, Heir Apparent, Land of War Elves, Firebrand Archer, Fleeting Flight. This pack is bringing the heat, ladies and gentlemen. And a Swiftfoot Boots. Hexproof and Haste, equip 1. Definitely always a good thing to see in a pack. Heroic Reinforcements. 2 red and white. Create 2/1/1 white creatures, 2/1/1 white soldier creature tokens. And until end of turn, creatures control get +1/+1 in haste. Decent. Sorcery speed, so you can't do this to help protect yourself, but I mean, in order to get an attack advantage, it's pretty decent. Bulk Up. 1 and a red. Double target creature's power until end of turn. And it has flashback 4 and 2 red. That's going to the top. Ooh, we got Phyrexian Arena. Lord of the Rings, you're going to have to bring some sort of hell on fire in the next pack for this one to not go down to you. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card, you lose a life. An insanely solid pull. Massive hit. We got a legendary in Balmore Battle Mage Captain. Sure. I'm not going to complain about it. And a Jungle Hollow. What an insane pack, guys. Holy crap. Alright, Lord of the Rings. I know you have a couple less cards than Foundations. So I do have to give you a little bit of a leeway on that. But I mean, damn dudes, you guys better bring me some serious fire. Or you guys are going to be looking at a 3-2 deficit going into round 5. And I am going to be shocked off my seat. Phyrexian Arena is such a great pull, though. That's a huge hit in terms of money value, too. But I mean, in terms of gameplay, that's insane. Plus the Swiftfoot boot. Yeah, this pack is just fire, guys. Alright. Lord of the Rings. Let's see if you got anything for me. Ooh, we're starting with a Sancher card. Sancher art card. That is a good sign. He's definitely not my favorite by any means, but actually, no, you know what? I do like that artwork. That's not who I thought it was at first. I thought that was Denethor at first, but that's not Denethor at all. That's Worma Greentongue. And there's clearly, Saruman. The white. That is awesome. And our token? Oh, nope, just an advertisement card. Nothing fancy. Ooh, our freaking Hollow's a nice hit, though. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Flash, you can cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. And whenever the ring tempts you, you can choose a creature other than Gandalf as your ring bearer, and if you do, you draw a card. Nice. Display of Power. I forgot we're supposed to do a pack trick for this. Oh well, my bad. This spell can't be copied. Copy any number of target instant and or sorcery spells. You may choose new targets for the copies. Huh. I'm assuming you have to copy them on the stack. I'm sure that's actually a really good card, but I'm just... I don't know. That would be like an insanely... You know what? If you play it at the right time, that's definitely a solid pull. And I mean, it's 1 and 2... Yeah, it's definitely going to the top. I'm not saying it's not, but... Elrond, Lord of Rivendell, 2 and a blue for a 3-2. Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. If this is the second time it's happened, you get to have the ring tempt you. I do love that guy. He is an excellent legendary. Landroval, Horizon Witness, 4 and a white for a 3-4 flying. When 2 or more creatures you control attack a player, if target attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn, it's okay. Meneldor, Swift Savior is actually a much better pull. 3 and a blue for a 3-3 with flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you can exile 1 creature you own, and then return to the battlefield under your control. So nice way to flicker stuff. Apparently this is definitely like the bird pack. Costs 2 less to cast as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Flying Vigilance, other birds you control have Vigilance. Nice. 3 legendaries in a row, all birds. Craziness. Wizard's Rockets. It's decent. Enters the battlefield tapped. Pay X, tap, sacrifice it, add X mana in any combination of colors. And when this thing goes into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card. So, I mean, it's decent overall. Good mana fixer. Gets you some extra value. Ents Fury. 1 and a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control if its power is 4 or greater. Then that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it fights a creature you don't control. I'm not a big fan of fight spells. Ooh, the Great Hall of the Citadel is a nice pull, though. Add colorless, or pay 1, tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors, but you can only use it to cast legendary spells. That is a huge hit for a land. Took Reaper, when it dies, the ring tempts you. Not the best. Ooh, Nimble Hobbit. That's a new one actually for me. I don't think I have this one. 1 white for a 1/3. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay 2 and a white. When you do, tap target creature and opponent controls. Nice. And a forest. Well, I mean, yeah, there was a sick number of legendaries in that pack. Don't get me wrong. 5 legendaries is pretty solid for a pack of cards. For sure. That's almost half the pack that was legendary. But it really isn't much of a competition, and I think we all knew that going in. I mean, if you want to try and argue in the comments that Lord of the Rings has it, you can try. But you're not going to win that argument, guys, and we all know you're not going to win that argument. Foundations takes round 4 and takes the lead 3-2. That's the way I see it. That's the way I'm calling it. And I am in shock. I really, really am. I did not expect Foundations to have the chance of beating Lord of the Rings. And if it actually happens, I might cry on camera. Because I really love Lord of the Rings. I thought this would be the best set ever. And in this competition, I seriously thought this set was just going to roll in here, win easily 5-2, if not higher. I thought for sure. That first set of packs, I was like, all right, you know what? They had a little bit of trouble getting off the ground, but sure. Round 2, they got it solid, and I thought, you know what? They're just going to start walking away with this. And then they stumbled in round 3, and Foundations, it wasn't the most amazing pack, but I mean, it was definitely the better pack. But today, there's no question. Absolutely none. So, I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I will get you guys out, of course, the new set, or the Jumpstart Your Day tomorrow. And I will try to get you guys out something cool this weekend as well. In the meantime, in between time, though, we got a very tired and somewhat wet pug who just wants some love. Oh, am I going to get to do some belly rubs for the camera? Oh, oh, the peoples are going to like seeing you do that. Oh, you wave? You wave? Wave? Alright, guys. Much love to you all from Kaiba and I. To you, take care. Have a great Thursday, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, or at least a good Friday heading into your weekend. Alright. Bye.